Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Today, we're, doing painting.
That's right, folks. As if you couldn't tell already, we're painting Draculus, or should I say, little guy's painting Draculus. I'm going to sit here and babble for a while. We've already assembled him, and he was actually pretty fun to build.
I wish I could do it.
Yeah, it wasn't anywhere near the difficulty of Freyr
I
or...
also think we should buy another one.
Yeah, we definitely would like to buy another one of these. We have a couple Xeno Dragons left over. We have a Drakkar and a Schmorgenrog. Other than that... Drakkar, isn't that what I said?
You said Drakkar.
Oh, okay, I don't know why I said that. And as you notice, we did not affix the tail yet.
Because it was better to put it...
Yeah, it's a little bit in the way in some of the areas, and we'll be able to, glue it after it's been painted and it's ready to be assembled completely. Yeah. But just as you can see right here, it makes it easier for the little guy to spin it around and, manipulate it. And we're going to start with, for the most part, we're going to be using Reaper paints.
Yes, because that's pretty good.
We really like these paints.
I think this is enough.
Yeah, I'd rather you use too little than too much, just because I was using it last night and it was drying up pretty fast. And, we don't like that. We like our paints to be nice and fluid.
What's the thinnest brush here? Because I need one more for black.
Where was black?
It's right here, but I need another one.
Oh, look in the thing, or...
I don't think there's that many very thin ones here.
Well, why don't you just use this one, and I'll go find you another one.
Okay. So I will start with so the way I'm gonna paint it is a certain way. Let's see. Kind of hard to get it the way I want. So, I thought I did it wrong spot. It's
going to be doing a little extra details here. We really like the face.
The eyes are gonna be red. Because I was originally doing this, gonna have this be basically just Schmorgenrog, but without the lava and more green. But he convinced me to do it
like the illustration that we got with the instructions. We both agree that the Dracula theme is just... It's too fun to pass up. That's why we want to get another one of these, so that we could
do it the original way.
Yeah, the way we thought of doing it.
I was just going to do Schmorgenrog, but more green.
Right. And as you notice, I'd like to show off these real quick. Another product endorsement.
How good this would be. Or product endorsement.
We picked these brushes up at Hobby Lobby, and as you see it right here, it says $8.99. But lately they've been on sale. Off and on, like once a week, they'll go on sale for about half price, and you get a good, I want to say about 10 brushes for $5, and there's all kinds of different sizes. They're very nice quality. They're not they're not artist opus brushes or anything like that, or even Reaper brushes. But eventually we're going to actually do some sort of brush comparison. When it comes to like the...
If we ever can.
Yeah, well, we can. It's just which brushes we want to go with. Like the Army Painter dry brushes, I was using those last night, and I really like them. Most people just wait until a good brush goes bad and turn it into a dry brush. Having a dedicated dry brush or dry brushes that are made for dry brushing, really, you can't get any better than that. And
Yeah.
I'm still contemplating getting the Artist Opus
The original
dry brush set,
is one of my favorite.
but I'm figuring I'll just wait till Christmas.
So, I'm wondering how I should do these. I was gonna have them be this skeletal bone from Reaper,
Absolutely.
but then have neon red at the tips. Originally wanted to, I always, well, no, I only had that idea until I realized I could do it better. But, I want to have it blend in, but I'm not sure how I should do it. Should I try wet blending, or is that even possible with neons?
I really don't know. Let's go ahead and give it the coat, because you can always
A full coat?
yeah, a full coat of the bone.
Wait, is this black?
No, this is your black brush over here. I'm pretty sure.
I think this is,
No, that's the new one actually. You're right. That has got black on it. So switch it up.
yeah.
Hand me your water cup. I'll try to clean it up real quick for you. But back to what I was saying. These brushes, we've really grown attached to them, and this company actually makes several different sets of brushes. We just happen to like this set with the orange, and there's actually like 2 or 3 different SKU numbers, so they're different assortment, I guess, of brushes.
And
But
the one we got originally had the best assortment, but on all the other ones we couldn't ever get to be as good.
Some of the finer tip brushes, you know, these like 010s or 05s.
Because I like when the brushes are shorter, but them being longer is also helpful as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting to the opposite. Having watched people like Sam Lenz using these really what I would call giant brushes, and you know, using those techniques, I kind of want to learn that if I can. Okay, that one's ready for black again.
And I probably won't use that for black. So, yeah, we're just gonna paint this the way. So, I'm only gonna do half of it. I know I did both the.
By half, he means
Black.
1/2 of the dragon, pretty much right down the assembly line of where you assemble the
Half?
chest. This way, you guys get to see him do all the different parts of the dragon. Gesundheit, buddy. Oh man. If you've watched any of our other dragon videos, Gesundheit, buddy, you've seen him. He'll just paint one exact half of the dragon, so that you get to see him do all the different, you know, colors and what have you. And then we'll, you know, during the week we'll
Is
finish.
this for red, or is this for red?
Neither.
Which one's for red?
I think.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's for gold. Oh, this one. It was a flat tip brush that was for red, but I'm doing the thing of this red.
Okay, I would just use
Well,
the black one because it's clean.
Because I was going to use red neon here.
Use
So
that.
should I do this red on top? I mean this red and then
Yes.
neon on top?
Yeah. That way you don't have to use as much neon, so that it'll still look red, but then when we turn on the black light, it'll just highlight the edges.
Oh.
Did you get paint on you?
The shirt.
Really, how'd that happen?
I-
Because it's so liquid and it's squirted?
Yeah. But the shirt's,
It's
the
red.
shirt's already red anyways.
I was just talking about that old pirate joke with my friend the other day. Oh my goodness.
Nah.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah.
It'll come out.
Yeah.
It'll come out. Funny though, it doesn't come out of the brushes.
Yeah, red stains a lot.
Yeah. We like to try to keep our brushes as clean as possible.
But with red, it's...
Especially this Reaper red we noticed.
And the Citadel
Contrast
those two especially.
are just, you know, the brush looks clean, but you can still see the stain in it.
But the brush is clean, but it doesn't look clean.
Right. Are you kidding me?
What?
It's just paint. Don't worry about the shirt, buddy.
No, that's not.
It's always below the camera line anyways.
I know.
And I am pretty jealous. I really wanted to paint this dragon myself, but
Well, we're gonna get another one.
yeah,
And
we might have to get 2 and do another Dueling Dragons episode.
maybe.
Because that was fun. I really liked painting the Xeno Dragons. And like I
Yeah.
said before, we have 2 more, so that when we come up with 2 more color schemes, we'll have 4. And the
I
same
already
thing.
have another color scheme idea.
Really?
I actually have two, but one of them requires modifications to the head.
Oh, okay. We also, like I've said before, we have 4 of the Oregons, and we'll definitely be doing that next year. Probably during January, we'll be doing the Oregon, the Denouncer.
Yeah.
Even though it'll probably take a while to assemble 2 of them. Which, like I was saying, this dragon was very easy to assemble. Maybe I'm getting better at it, which, I suppose is a possibility, but, it's pretty much the same thing, cut, file, glue, primer. I think I assembled this dragon in less than 3 hours total, including primering it, which maybe 4 hours, but include primering it. But I've spent many more hours than that assembling Schmorgenrog and Durkar and Freyr. Oh my goodness, that one probably took 6 hours or more, but probably a lot more than that because I had to use the hot knife with the X-Acto knife and a candle to cut out a lot of the pieces. And it was not fun. And I've noticed a lot of people having problems with the clear plastic. In the old days, clear plastic was usually limited to...
Oh, boy. I keep messing up on doing half.
Oh, you're trying to do the other part?
Yeah.
You can't help it. Just finish that one off and go.
Yeah, I did. Well, I did partially.
In the old days, clear plastic was usually limited to airplane canopies and, car, truck, and, hot rod models.
Oh, by the way, it's not sponsored.
Yeah, none of them are sponsored. Not yet. We'll give them time. Yeah. I built a few cars and hot rods. I built way back in the day. I was telling him, I got I think it was a Star Wars van, like a 70s sort of hippie van with a Star Wars big logo on the side of it as a gift for one Christmas when I was, my family knew I was into models, but I was doing tanks and World War II airplanes, and I got a Star Wars van that had, clear windows, but, with Archon really pushing the envelope with their clear plastics, we were having to learn some new
I just
ways.
remember they made the Phoenix.
That's right. I was just looking at that yesterday, and
I don't even know what it looks like.
Oh, you don't? I'll have to show you that. It's pretty intense.
I don't remember.
Because of that alone, I want to make a second order to Archon. You hear that, guys? Expect another email from me soon, because I want to get some of the tower and castle pieces, maybe even some of the streets, but I'm not sure about that. Mostly just to get an extra Phoenix. I'm getting plenty of the stretch goals, but the Phoenix, the Giant wouldn't be a bad thing to have an extra of, which we could also next year when they come in, we could do a dueling Giants, because there are some ways you can make the Giant a little bit different with some add-on pieces.
What type of giant was it?
I think it's a hill giant. It's not really a fire or ice giant or anything like that.
Is it like human looking?
Yeah, it's like a giant caveman basically, with some equipment on its belt.
And I keep
you keep trying to do the other half.
Yeah, it's just
Too tempting.
I keep forgetting
That you're only going to do. I'm sure that's dry, and you need some more on your palate.
Yeah, I know.
And then you can move on to. Let's just save the tale for later.
Yeah, if we even do it in this video.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We probably won't.
Yeah.
Or I probably wouldn't.
You could go onto the wing, the red inlets, the skin flaps or whatever you call those things, or do you want to go onto the gold?
I guess I'll move on. Here, okay, this side.
Because the other side's going to be black, right?
Yes.
Like your cape you wore in the video the other night.
Yes, I mean it's just double-sided.
Yeah.
And I really just bought it for the red side.
Yeah, someone actually really liked that costume. They commented on, I don't know if I told you, but they really get a kick out of your costumes.
One of my friends mentioned it, wondering why I was wearing that.
Oh, okay. And it's because of the Kickstarter, right? Or because of the Shadows of Brimstone?
Well, I got the mask because of the Kickstarter.
Okay.
But I wore it because of Shadows of Brimstone.
Okay. Well, because the second time you wore it.
That was fully the Kickstarter.
Okay. And the first time was Shadows of Brimstone.
Yes.
I was also looking at the Shadows of Brimstone Kickstarter just before this video, and there are 2 new types of Inquisitors.
Really?
Order of the Crimson Hand. Yeah, there's like a special guy, I think, and some more troops that actually have, I don't know if you know what a man catcher is.
Yes, I do.
Okay. They're armed with those.
Mm.
And one I don't know if it's a one
I assume
model.
it's a new enemy?
Yes.
That will be interesting.
Yeah. And there's like some sort of, like Inquisitor or, higher up ranking Order of the Crimson Hand monster fellow, whatever you want to call him, bad guy.
Mm.
And we're really looking forward to that Kickstarter. We were actually looking at all of our Kickstarter backings this evening, and really hoping that we don't get hit with a lot of delays.
I mean, some are being delayed.
Yeah, the Cthulhu Wars one that we backed, that was 2019.
Mm.
Yeah, and we're looking at another year. It's trying to break Robotech's record, I think. And Shadows of Brimstone is due November of this year, I believe, which is going to be fantastic for us. It's, I know little guy's looking more forward to his own recent Kickstarter purchase, but that's a long way off.
I mean, I'm expecting a mid-2024 for everything, like for the final release.
I can't even imagine having to wait that long for something.
Yeah, but not everything's going to be released at the same time.
Right. We didn't have to wait that long with Siege of the Citadel. And
well, some people.
Yeah, oh my God, I can't even believe those very, very patient individuals who suffered through that from beginning to end. I was lucky in a way to get the late backer on that. And
Yeah.
Shadows of Brimstone Warlord, I think technically we were late backers on that, but the pledge manager has already come and gone, and the most recent updates say November of this year, and that's such a huge amount of miniatures and gaming material that can't help but get a little anxious. And since they're saying November, I'm thinking more like December, so I know it's going to be under the tree for me this year. It's going to be one big box from Flying Frog. That looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, I still want to do it the other way, but I'm glad that you convinced me to do it this way.
Yeah, well, I think the picture did all the convincing. I don't think I have much to do with it. It's really weird, though. I was looking at this just a minute ago, and that's really kind of green, isn't it?
I think that's lighting.
Yeah, but
this part of the wing is also green, and there's green reflections on a lot of stuff.
yeah, for a dragon that's supposed to be black.
Unless the entire thing was dry brushed, unless obviously it's a drawing, not a.
Right.
But you know what I mean.
So, back to the red that you're doing. How are you feeling about that brand of paint? Can you notice the difference
between... That brand
between...
of paint is, it's pretty good. I do definitely notice a difference between that brand of paint and other brands of paint.
Yeah, if Army Painter's not
I wonder what it's called.
It's Reaper Paints.
I know.
Or MSP. If Army Painter's not careful, we're going to stop buying their paints and just...
Except for the fact that they have a good selection.
They have a good selection of metallics, and they're, I really want to actually get some, not Army Painter, Reaper washes. I saw a 3-pack set of the more common washes.
No, we might make an entire video on the washes.
No.
Well, maybe one day. Probably not.
I don't see why not.
We have a lot. We're not running out of ideas at the current moment.
No, but our Tuesday videos are usually a tip or comparison or a review, and
They're usually something.
yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. If you get that, looks so good.
All right, do I move on to gold?
Yeah, I would go into gold. Give me your red brush. I'll clean it off since I got idle hands over here. And now he's going to actually use some Army Painter paint. Hold
Yes.
on a second.
And
Rawr. He knew it was coming. I'm actually going to get t-shirts with that on. I just don't know which monster we should use.
oh,
Oh my goodness, that's just, look at that. That is just,
watery.
no, it's just the pressure that can build up inside the bottles will force the paint out as if you're that bottle and a napkin. That's one thing I've noticed about Army Painter paints. I don't know how it does it or why it does it. Oh my God, there's paint all over the bottle and everything. It just wants to just shoot out of the bottles. I haven't had this issue with the Reaper paints. You know, they both came through the mail, and I thought it was
time I did.
right. That they just want to come right out of the bottle, whether you like it or not. And these are all stored upright. I have some racks where they can store like this, and some racks like this. And I specifically keep my Army Painters like this because of this. This is, just one of my pet peeves. I don't like it when the paints just try to shoot out. And I know part of it comes from when you put the cap on. And here's another little downside to that. Look at that. That's just awful. And I clean these every time I see this happen. But when you put the cap on, I think what you need to do is like kind of squeeze and then put the cap on so that it doesn't force air down the hole. But look at that. That's terrible. You really should not have that happen. Because that's just, eventually that's going to be, a significant portion of your paint just being completely wasted. To clean this, I normally just take a napkin and do one of these with it and get most of that back out because it's just...
Or do I...
Oh, that looks good too.
do the tail?
Do you want to do the tail?
Yes, but also...
You want to get onto the black?
Let me see. That's the wrong way.
Yeah, it's got a very specific way it assembles.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, one of the reasons I liked your idea with the gold on his chest is that...
you know why I'm doing the gold, right?
Is it because of the little medallion
Yes.
with Dracula? Okay.
Oh, wait. No.
Dracula's often...
No, it's for a different reason.
I used to work for Party City a long, long time ago, and we sold a
I
lot.
thought you were saying something else.
We sold a lot of Dracula costumes and vampire costumes, and one of all of the accessories for a Dracula costume was this medal, like a war medal or something that he wore that was, gold or brass with a big ruby in the center. And I thought that, adding the gold would be kind of a nod to that whole concept of Dracula's costume, having that medallion. I don't know if anybody knows what it's called or if it's a specific,
No, I'm doing it for a different reason, but...
What would that be?
Well, I'll explain later.
Okay. Top secret.
I actually thought I already told you. But either way. Yeah. I just realized this is the second time I've painted a miniature with this design.
Really? Which one was the other one?
The one skeleton guy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm painting him pretty much the same way. Even the things on his face.
Speaking of skeletons, I went to the dollar store this weekend.
And they're making Halloween things?
The Halloweens, they're already stocking the shelves, so...
Are the lights up?
No. They're just breaking out the starting boxes, so you know that any day now the shelves are going to be stocked full of skeletons and rubber bats, which we need to definitely get some more bats, because if I would have had another bat, I would have put bat wings on the last Cthulhu monument that we made, the underwater one.
And didn't we get those bat wings at
Walmart?
Yeah, but something they had outside of Walmart, but was sold inside of Walmart.
I'm really not sure. I
Right.
thought that looks good. That looks good. I like that.
All right, take this and continue with what you were saying.
We're going to definitely have to hit up our
This is
dollar
black?
store. That one or this one? It's up to you.
That one was gonna be red.
Okay, well, it's not now, right?
Not anymore.
Also, this December, I think it's December, Final Faction Wave 2A, I guess it would be.
Why 2A?
Or, you know, Series 2, Wave A, or whatever you want to call it, will be released. And I was watching a bunch of Sage Forsaken videos. He's a good guy. He's always commenting in the comment section on our videos with a lot of helpful advice. He's done a couple of videos lately on the new releases for Final Faction.
Which I still haven't seen anything about yet.
Well, didn't I show you the alien guy, the hybrid guy who's like looks like a human but he's a Karn?
Oh, I think. Oh yeah. I just don't really want to know much about it until we actually get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of neat stuff coming out for that, so we're gonna have to.
I just remember a dog robot.
Yeah, Churro.
Yeah. I don't know why, but
I don't either. I have no idea why he's named Churro, but that's fine. You know, it's.
yeah. Are we gonna do the base?
You know what? I didn't even think about that. If you want to hit up the skulls with the bone color, that's fine. I don't know about the rocks though. I've seen people do it brown, and I really didn't like the effect. I think we should go with more of a gray. You know, our usual black, gray, and gray.
Right, that does not look bad.
No, it's really just.
I was worried that it would get into the red, which it hasn't.
Again, that Reaper paint looks like it's pretty fun to use.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not use it as much. You know, a lot of things I'm working on, I'm still using Vallejo or Army Painter, just because, you know.
Oh, that's
That's fine.
It's gonna be black.
That's gonna be a really fun dragon.
Oh, I'm gonna need that.
Do you need a mistake brush?
I think you need a mistake brush on
my tongue.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to do the finger like bone things in there, and you want to leave those to me.
Yeah.
Which usually I do the.
Actually, no, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Usually I actually do that part of the dragons just because he doesn't want to make a mistake and then have to go over the wings again. And I do it, and if I make a mistake, I just deal with it. But it's it takes a really steady hand to get those finger
Neither of
bones.
us have.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, my.
Oh, that looks not bad.
Yeah, that's. I'm not going to call it my favorite dragon because I think the Xeno is still my favorite.
I think the Xeno is yes.
I think that's our favorite dragon so far.
So maybe.
Even though the more I think about it, the less I consider it an actual dragon, and more just a giant alien with wings.
A weird bug with not bug wings.
Right.
That's pretty much what it is. It's a bug with dragon wings. But it's still one of my favorites. The ones I might like more is that one, Smorganrog.
Yeah. That was a good one too.
What did we used to call Smorganrog?
Smorgleborg?
No, that's how we. So I assume you don't remember.
No, I don't remember.
This
Do you
one.
remember?
Nope. That's why yes.
Okay, I thought you were just testing me.
No, I don't remember.
Okay, we could watch one of the old videos and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna look good.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do the rest.
Okay, leave me.
No, it's so that we save more time.
Okay, move on to the other aspects.
Yeah, because this is starting to look good.
Yeah, it is. Again, very jealous dad here. But he's
You
doing a
can
fine
do it,
job,
yeah.
and that's what this is all about, folks. I've painted,
I already want to do the next Xeno Dragon,
I've probably painted.
but I know that the next sci-fi month you already had a plan.
Yeah. Like I was about to say, I've probably painted 20 or 30 dragons in my painting life. And
20 or 30, that's it?
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I painted the original
Oh.
Archive Emperor Dragon. That was, oh my god, that thing was so heavy. And I painted the Grenadier, infamous Red Dragon diorama, and some Reaper Bones dragons, and all kinds of dragons throughout the ages. I even took some toy dragons when I couldn't find them and modded them and made them, look better, just like we did in. Well, he did. He took the dragon from the Night's Sand and he turned that into a pretty spectacular Earth dragon.
Yeah. Spits sand or something, which I don't really like very much.
But I think all in all, the Archon dragons have been.
Oh, I didn't even do that part of the wing.
That's okay.
That's interesting.
They're getting the gist of what we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, I'm just gonna paint the
legs.
Well, no, I'm still gonna try to
the
do.
leg. The right leg.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna have to go in with a detail brush because I can see some white showing in places. When we do these dragon videos, I'm sure they notice or realize that we're almost speed painting half the dragon, and I'm hoping they're a little bit forgiving with their comments.
I'll do that later.
Right, folks?
Well,
He's still new at this. This is just a little over a year of him painting
it doesn't get
regular.
better.
He's definitely getting better. He was talking about that. The first real thing he did was Bulbo, and he wants to take another crack at another one because he doesn't feel he did his best work there.
I almost want to say it's worse than the elementals.
No, those you did those perfect. That was
There's that.
the Raw Partha original.
For a while they were my best work ever.
Well, yeah, for many years because it was all you'd done. But you were like 5 at the time, and I was teaching you how to paint. And,
3-4 years ago. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, and I was there with him every step of the way, teaching him because he was watching me paint, and he wanted to paint something, and I'm like, you know what, I got just the thing. And there's to this day there's still classic poses for elementals. The earth elemental is perfect. The fire elemental is right out of the monster manual, literally. The air elemental, I don't know what else you could do. I've seen a few people try to,
But they're all bad.
yeah, their own little, touch on it. But
Well, I mean, the only other thing I can think of is just a tornado.
yeah, we were even thinking about trying to make, a rather large one.
Originally we had this. I had this idea for a schedule where it's like, each time we do an elemental, I did the fire elemental one time. He does the ice elemental, and the big ones, but we decided against it.
Probably because of the air elemental.
Oh nope.
Yeah, we toyed with you either making it out of hot glue, which.
Because I actually made one of each elemental. I'm not sure if I ever showed them off.
Yeah, and a real epic air elemental out of hot glue would
I mean, I actually really like the way I made the air elemental.
Is it still over there?
Yeah, it's really here.
Maybe we'll have to show it off this Sunday show-off show.
I already did though.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I don't know.
Or we could have made one out of polyfill, but that's not really going to look too impressive, I think. Sorry.
I think I am done.
For the night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is good enough for half.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, like I said, I can see a lot.
I mean, I could do the nails, but I'll do that later.
Yeah.
This is. I feel like next episode will be a better.
Well, he'll be completely base coated.
Yeah.
Including the base and the skulls and
Yeah.
everything, provided he gets his homework done all this week. And then we'll go on to washes,
Including something.
and then the third Sunday of the month, will be dry brushing, and then you'll have to wait for the finished product on the Sunday show-off show. So there you have it. Draculus in half of his glory. And you didn't use all the brushes, did you? Cool. Less cleanup work. So we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We will see you Tuesday with a very, very helpful tip for all you Dungeons and Lasers fans out there struggling with the clear plastic sprues. We think we found the best way to get them out of the sprues. And I've been hinting about it on Facebook for the past couple of weeks.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
no idea.
Really? The new tool we got?
Oh.
Okay. So we're going to show off a new product, and hopefully it
Except
will.
we've been using it.
Hopefully it will help you all with that and other things. It's not just a
We've been using it for
one
2
trick
months.
pony. But yes, and then we will have a pretty spectacular craft that was this guy's idea this week. So hope you stay tuned. Hope you guys have a great week. And it does look like the weather's
Next
cooling
one.
off a little for us at least.
Yes, hopefully.
So hopefully it'll be the same for you guys. We hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for stopping by, and
Yeah. Good night, everyone. That has been Shadow and Sun Show. And good night.